I've got to wrap it up. I don't want to, but I have to. I want to ask you just quickly, the film director Olivia Wilde has a new movie out, which she says is based on you, this insane man, this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Incel being these weirdo loner men who are despicable in many ways. Is that you? Are you the intellectual hero to these people?
Sure, why not? People have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. What a terrible thing to do that is. I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
It's making you emotional. Talk about that.
Well, God,
I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice, he said, his voice cracking as he's asked about being the king of all incels. That's right. That is exactly what you just witnessed. This is Jordan Peterson on Piers Morgan's show Uncensored. And somehow looking like a bigger crybaby than Piers Morgan ever has. You gotta hand it to Piers for openly asking him, do you bear any resemblance to this character who's like a leader of incels or kind of a violent, angry, misogynist dudes who are mad at women because they won't sleep with them, they're involuntarily celibate? And he's like, yes, I am. Obviously Jordan Peterson, the all meat diet intellectual guru, thought leader, I don't even know. Let's watch a little bit more of what he went on to say.
It's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in that category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them. Women, be picky. That's your gift, man.
Olivia Wilde. What do you know about Olivia Wilde? Well, I'll tell you. The first thing you need to know is that Olivia Wilde is a feminist. And if you didn't know she was a feminist, check this picture out of her wearing a shirt that says feminist, okay? And in case this shirt is not making clear that she's a feminist, she also, once upon a time, wore this skirt. And the skirt, if you can't read it and you're listening to this podcast, it says feminist, 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 feminist. Hello? It's 300 times around the skirt in case you missed it. Olivia Wilde is a feminist. And in case you are someone who only speaks English, she also wore this. Yes, that is Olivia Wilde wearing a shirt that in French reads Solidarité Féminine. I don't know if I'm saying that right because I don't speak French, but I'm pretty sure it means that she's a feminist. And in case that wasn't abundantly clear to you, that she was a feminist, just check her out wearing this pussy hat. Yeah, there she is. There she is. She's a feminist, guys, and it's pink because girls like pink. She's a feminist.
In 2019, men accounted for 80% of all suicide deaths in America. 80%. And the studies also show that a majority of American men who die by suicide have no known history of mental health problems because they don't talk about them. It's not that they don't have any mental health problems. They don't talk about them. And when they do try to talk about them, and like Jordan Peterson, listen to Jordan Peterson, subscribe to Jordan Peterson, or anybody else speaking out about these issues, they get attacked, they get featured in an Olivia Wilde movie as some sort of demon. So screw her.
My name is David Libaushu. I'm unwell. I need help. I need help. I just wanted to meet you. I'm unwell.
I hope that you up there. I want to be well. Find the help that you need.
David, say a prayer for him. Yes, sir.
We've met some of your fans, and we got the impression they were all male fans, the ones that we talked to, and that they were struggling with their manhood, and that you give them this message that it's okay to be a man.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men?
You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up, these men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers, they're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning, this thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death, and often literally, and the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful. You see university professors, especially of the social justice bent, who are among the most protected and privileged people that the world has ever produced. They take everything they have for granted, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring, working class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works. And so a little gratitude for that is in order. And it's very useful to tell everyone, not just men, that they have an important role to play, a necessary role, and that if they act properly and honestly and forthrightly, that they can put their lives together and they can help their families.
Demonstrating a lack of empathy while a man is displaying his emotions is exactly the reason why men choose not to display their emotions. But the hypocrisy here is simply overwhelming, because you choose to mock Jordan for his empathy for forgotten men. Yet you cry oppression when men question #BelieveAllWomen. Imagine a world where it was tolerated to mock or to laugh at women that have been verified for being physically assaulted. The reaction towards Jordan's tears is a clear indication of the double standards in our society and the lack of care for men's issues at all. Being a content creator myself, I understand why Jordan shed tears. I personally received countless messages from disaffected young men that feel ostracized or shunned from society, on the verge of deleting themselves. And it too has an impact on me. Dear men, understand this: the world has no sympathy for you. Nobody will come to save you. It is incumbent on you not to dwell in your unhappiness or to sit in your abyss of dissatisfaction and to not feel sorry for yourself, but to forge a path full of happiness, satisfaction, and joy. Dig deep to understand who you are in determining your purpose. Train your body hard, gain a high income earning skill, and build and sustain fantastic relationships within your life. And while you do all of that, ensure that you are disciplining your mind to be consistent in a world full of distractions and short-term dopamine hits. Never give up and pursue forward.
The problem is, in this society, male energy, male thinking, male energy is vilified. And you're taught to think there's something wrong with being masculine.